Gina's Bella Cucina. It's asparagus growing season, and I totally like to take advantage of the locally grown fresh produce in my area. Today I'm making risotto with asparagus and saffron. It is such an easy recipe, however it's not that quick. But it is very rewarding to make your own risotto at home. So please join me if you'd like to learn how to make risotto. And we start with a few simple ingredients. You'll need some stock or broth, some dry white wine, arborio rice, onion, garlic, and saffron. Now, you'll need a few stalks of asparagus, but you can put in as much as you like. I like to stand my asparagus upright in the fridge in a bit of water, and it keeps fresher for a longer period of time. Soak your asparagus prior to use as it's sandy, and you're going to want to get that sand out before you start cooking with it. All right, so let's get started by heating up the pan over medium heat. Drizzle a few tablespoons of olive oil in it and begin cooking our 6 stalks of asparagus. Now, because my stalks are rather thick, I'm going to cut them into smaller pieces, and that way you'll have a little bit of asparagus in every bite of your risotto. And then remove the asparagus once they're fork tender. Then we'll start with the rice. Let's drizzle our frying pan with 2 to 3 tablespoons of olive oil, and then add your chopped onion, half an onion, and 1 medium garlic minced. And we'll stir that around for a little bit. Now be careful, you don't want to burn it, so it's got to be over medium heat. Then we'll add our rice, and we want to stir the rice a little bit here. And we're going to stir our rice until it becomes opaque in color. Now it's time to add our half a cup of white wine. Add the white wine slowly and take a step back or you'll get a really good facial. Then we're going to stir until the wine becomes totally absorbed into the rice. Making risotto is all about stirring, so there's really no time to step away from your pan. Then we start to add a bit of broth. I just use room temperature chicken broth, but if you want to make this vegan, you're more than welcome to use vegetable broth. And give it a little stir. Now to that we're going to add our saffron. I just take a pinch of saffron and let it soak in a bit of warm water, and then I add it to my rice. If you don't have saffron, just leave it out. I like the beautiful yellow color that the risotto gets with it. And you stir it until your broth is absorbed into your rice, and you give another little splash of broth, and you continue stirring and continue adding your broth. Now, if you like this recipe and would like to see more, please hit the subscribe button below for easy access to my YouTube channel, Gina's Bella Cucina, or you can follow me on Instagram at Gina's Bella Cucina. It's free. Now, I like my risotto extra creamy, so it took me about 25 minutes for this rice to be fully cooked. But if you like yours a little bit al dente, then you can remove it from the heat earlier. I used a full carton of stock, that would be 900 milliliters for this recipe, but then I had to add a little bit more, so I just added a splash more of water. And once you're happy with the texture of your rice, stir in your cooked asparagus. Now remember, rice tends to continue cooking after you remove it from the heat. So save a little bit of broth or water just to make it a little bit more creamier before you serve it. And then add 2 to 3 tablespoons of your favorite grated cheese. It could be Romano, Parmesan, or vegan. Now you get to control the salt content in this recipe. My broth was 30% less salt, and then I added Romano cheese, which is salty in nature. So taste the rice as you're making it and determine whether you need more salt or not. So beautiful, so creamy, and so delicious. And the best part, we made it all in one pan. Go to ginasbellacucina.blogspot.com for details.